Hey there, Michael with Break a Pencil here. So something that happens to me once or twice a week as a consultant is I'll go and get very focused and heads down on some important think work, whether I'm writing or I'm creating some curriculum or I'm preparing for a client meeting. Ultimately, I just go very, very focused. And during that time, I deliberately ignore everything else. I ignore email, I ignore Slack messages, I ignore calendar, all of that. But what happens is when I come back and I surface, I've got to figure out what I missed. And I've got to figure out what I missed, what's important versus what's not as important, or what's urgent and needs to be addressed right away versus what can wait till a little bit later. And that requires not just summarizing everything, but really having an understanding of what's important versus what's not, and really synthesizing this information. So, and when I was a product leader, this problem was even worse. In fact, I had product managers on my team that didn't like taking vacations because they had so much angst about what they would come back to, hundreds of unread emails, dozens of calendar invites. And so, which is just not a healthy way of looking at things. So most knowledge workers, what they do when they come up for air from focus time is they spend 30 to 60 minutes triaging at that point, scanning email, checking calendar, and trying to remember what was urgent versus what isn't. And so what I'm going to show you is how I can use AI to find strategic clarity, right, in just a few minutes. This isn't about email triage. This is about strategic synthesis. And so watch what that difference means. So what I'm going to start with here is I've been offline since yesterday afternoon. And so I'm going to drop this prompt in here. And I'll read it briefly or summarize it for you right now. So I've been away from my computer since Thursday afternoon, around 3. It's now Friday morning, and I need to get ready for the day. Can you look at my emails that have come in? Can you look at Google documents that have changed? Give me a summary. Let me know what I need to be effective in upcoming meetings, things like that, right? Okay, so let's just go ahead and send that and see what it does. So what Claude's going to do first is it's going to go and look at my emails in the last period of time, my calendar invites or calendar events, as well as any changes in Google documents. And so it's going through and searching all of that. And it's going to come back, again, not with a full summary of here's all that you missed, but a insightful synthesis of here's what you missed and what you need to worry about and pay attention to. Immediate attention. Okay, I've got a call coming up here a little bit later, exploratory call with Jacob and a strategy discussion with James. All right, there's a bunch of emails that I can defer, but it looks like nothing's really vital or critical right now. Okay, that's good. I've got this coming up. I've got a virtual coffee tomorrow, Saturday morning. Here's the context. I've got a virtual coffee on Monday morning, and I've got my next session of my Maven course on Tuesday. It looks like there's some updates that have been made to various different documents, so I can take a look at those. But the key here, right, is connections and prep notes. So this is what I need to worry about for tomorrow's meeting, for the strategy calls today, and for my Maven session on Tuesday. So in just a couple of minutes, I was able to get a very quick read on what's urgent versus not urgent, so I can immediately get into the business of my day. And as I have downtime over the day, I can pick up on some of those other items. So just another example of using AI not for busy work, but for intelligent work, because AI is very good at looking at a variety of different pieces of information and connecting dots and helping you understand and see across that information. So that's it. If you want to subscribe to get notified every time I post these videos with my AI recommendations, please subscribe below. And also a link in the description below will take you to the actual prompt that I used. Have a great day and break a pencil.